and welcome. Thank you very much for coming out on another very hot June evening for the 5th year of the Ivan Duritz Prize. We seem to choose the hottest evening of the year each time, but we'll try to do better next time. I'm Lara Feigl, and I'm the co-director of the Centre for Modern Literature and Culture. Before introducing the shortlist, I just wanted to say a little about the past and future of the Centre and the prize. Over the past 5 years, both have really grown rapidly. When I first set it up, aided by a handful of friends who'd offered to judge it, we wanted to find a way of opening the university to the creative world and of celebrating creative experiment within the academy. The first year's prize won by Ivan Duritz was a really quite small and informal competition, entered mainly by people known to us at King's. But the winning entry and shortlist were really good enough to start gathering attention for the prize, and quickly the entries proliferated. After Ivan Duritz's sudden death, we renamed the prize in its 3rd year. And then in 2016, on the eve of the Brexit referendum, we opened the prize to entrants from throughout Europe. Last year, we joined forces with Cove Park, Scotland's artist residency centre, who hosted not just the winner, but the whole shortlist, putting them all up in pods overlooking a wonderful Scottish loch, and enabling them to start collaborating with each other. And they're looking forward to hosting the winner again this year. Throughout this period, I've been really gratified and inspired, both by the enthusiasm for the prize and by the talent and originality of the entrants. It's easy at the moment to fall into a narrative in which everything seems to be getting worse. And perhaps it's especially easy to do this if you work, as many of us do, in a university. But running the prize has reminded me how much energy and willingness there is to think, feel, and dream a more creative and optimistic world into being. So the prize is now at a turning point. Up to now, it's been partly funded by my own Lever Hume Prize, which is about to run out, and partly by the Centre. Our judges so far have been judging for free, rather heroically. So we'd now like to see the prize grow into something more sustainable and self-supporting, and also to introduce a kind of new layer of creative production within it. So with this in mind, we're fundraising, but this isn't the bit where we ask you for money, for once, because we're very delighted to announce that we've received a very generous donation for the first year of the relaunched prize. So this will enable us next year to offer £1,000 to 3 winners in 3 different categories: text, image, and sound. So all 3 will then go to Cove Park and will collaborate on a new piece of work. So in this way, we're starting to think of the prize as enabling a creative process rather than just rewarding a piece of work that's already finished. We'll now be able to pay our judges and appoint a prize promoter. So I'd like to thank Julian Forrester at Cove Park, and especially Jenny Duritz, Ivan's mother, for overseeing the fundraising and contributing really generously to the prize. And I'm especially pleased that the prize is turning into something that involves creative collaboration across art forms and between the university and the wider creative world. And this is obviously the case for the judges. We've had some really inspiring judging meetings, but also for the winners now in the future. So at a time when we really want the prize to act as a rallying point inside and outside the academy, this feels really important. I'm losing my voice, hence the I'm sort of rendered speechless by the excitement of the relaunched prize, and I hope you all are as well. At the same time, the Centre is going in some new directions. My co-director, Erica Carter, is stepping down, and I'd like to thank her for all she's done in helping me establish the Centre and give it an ethos and a vision. Ours has been a really unusually relaxed and easy collaborative relationship, which I've really valued over the past 5 years. In Erica's place, I'd like to welcome Ben Schofield, head of German here, who I've also worked with closely on the Beyond Enemy Lines ERC project, and I'm really excited to introduce as our new co-director. Ben has some brilliant ideas for events and projects, which you'll be hearing about soon. And in the meantime, we've started collaborating with the South Bank Centre on a series of events in October around the Odyssey. So do come along to those, and we'll be collaborating with the White Review on some events in the spring. So just a couple of thank yous, and then we'll move on to the shortlist. Thank you, most of all, to Anne Chapman and to the AHRI team for really brilliant organisational acumen and help. Thank you to Peter Boxall for publishing the winners and shortlist for 5 years in textile practice. Thank you to our in-house judges, to John Paul Stonard for longlisting the art, and to John Day for longlisting the texts. And thank you to Sylvina Milstein, who longlisted the music for the previous 4 years. Judges have come and gone, but on the whole, they've really stayed. Jeremy Harding is the only judge to have judged the prize for all 5 years since it started. So I'd especially like to thank him, even though he's currently talking, for seeing us through till now. Rachel Cusk has judged most of the years. I can't now see her. Here she is. And also, really importantly, was responsible for putting us in touch with Cove Park. So thank you very much to Rachel. Ryan Wigglesworth went beyond the call of duty this year in doing his own longlisting, wherever he is, at the back, which was really heroic. So thank you. And thank you to Gillian Waring, who we're really proud has joined us this year, though I don't know if she's actually joined us in... Oh, here you are. Brilliant. That's really good. And yeah, we're really proud that you have joined us and hope very much that you'll still be around next year. So still just about speaking, I'd like now to introduce the shortlist one by one, and I'm going to hand you over to one of our wonderful judges to tell you a bit about each of them. And then we will get a kind of 5-minute extract from the works. My pronunciation is, I haven't had a chance to ask everyone about their names, so I'm sorry if these aren't quite correct. So first of all, I'm going to hand over to Ryan Wigglesworth to tell us about Maciek Balanowski.